r/ask Reddit. What things do you unfortunately know from experience? You can work your ass off, stay late, work after hours, and devote your time and energy to a career and end up getting laid off when business is in trouble. I had glowing reviews. I was well liked, up for a promotion. The business and the numbers don't care. Edit. I'm truly overwhelmed by the response and to hear how many of you agree and have experienced similar things. I really feel like we weren't meant to live our lives the way most of us do with work. I'm so saddened by everyone's shitty experiences. Duck. Edit 2. If anyone is having a rough go of it and needs to talk, you're welcome to message me. 3PS tie for the awards. I have good manners and need to say thanks even though it's corny. This is what I was going to say. Always put yourself first at work, over your employer. They will. Who do you work for? My family. Being lonely can make you think and act in ways that will only perpetuate the problem, if not make it worse. How do you solve that? Short answer, be friendly and open. Don't expect people to approach you, but don't come on strong or expect relationships to build and solidify quickly. Let people get to know you in their own time. Long answer, the best way to stop being lonely is to act like someone who isn't lonely. This is the real fake it till you make it. Sadly, nothing is a bigger social repellent than loneliness. People don't want to take on your emotional baggage when they barely know you. And people don't want to feel like they are interesting to you purely based on the fact that they are better than nothing. So you need to get out there and meet people. But as if you already have a basically completely full life and are willing to make some space for them. And when people are friendly to you and make overtures, say yes. But don't overdo it. These overtures likely mean they are somewhat interested in getting to know you better, not in interviewing you to immediately to be their new best friend or love of their life. Remind yourself to take things slow, pursue your personal interests, join a writing workshop, take a language class, learn how to throw a pot, learn how to tap dance. If you have time, be lonely. You likely have a lot of time on your hands. Use it. Activities doing what you love are good for the soul. Keep you busy and with a full life, and you will meet people with common interests this way. It also makes you way more interesting when you meet other new people. Initiate plans with the friends you already have. Don't feel bad about always being the initiator with people. Most people are pretty self-centered and kind of glide through life reacting to stuff, rather than being proactive. When your friends don't call you, it's not because they don't care. It's likely because they aren't thinking as far ahead as you are, and aren't thinking about that much other than themselves or maybe their immediate nuclear family. And don't look down on being the initiator. It's a great characteristic to have and develop. Initiators are why relationships last. Also, having plans with existing friends makes it easier to make new ones because inviting new people along is flattering to them and takes the pressure off the social interaction. Money doesn't mix with friends or family. Never give someone money that you aren't willing to burn. It can mix, but don't make it alone. Make it a gift. If the other person demurs at the idea of a gift rather than a loan, say, I know you would do the same thing for me. Good advice. Sadly, one that will get broken. 4 years ago my sister was arrested for driving on a suspended license. She had an uncashed check for like $4,000 tax refund. Her husband made the deal with me. I pay her $360 bail and the next day she'll cash the check and pay me $400. Never again. Next day she slept in, went straight to work, didn't get the check cashed, and when I asked where my money was, she answered, "Duck you. I didn't make any deal with you. You are an a-hole and I don't owe you one ducking dime." Just because someone hasn't broken up with you, or clings to the relationship, doesn't mean they really want to be with you. Sometimes you have to break your own heart to get out of an unpleasant situation. Right? So ducked up. I feel like some people can want to not hurt your feelings, but by doing so they just make it worse because they can't be honest and say they aren't happy. Not everyone has family or even parents who love them. People always assume everyone does. Edit. Thanks to everyone who commented and for the awards. I feel so special. I have so many things I wish I could say to each of you. Sending virtual hugs to everyone who knows the pain of being without loving parents. Since I can't say everything I want to say, I'll just say this. Please deal with the trauma of this issue. It's hard and it stays with you forever, but it can be dealt with. A book I highly recommend is Complex PTSD by Pete Walker. Get it now. It's amazing, insightful, and is helping me heal myself slowly. If you are struggling, I think it will be a wonderful read. Remember that even though is not an excuse or a justification. Our parents were once children who were probably hurt as well. Hurt people. Let's all be better than them and not carry on abusive cycles. Hope everyone is having a great day. This, and no person ever needs to forgive the shit their parents did or lacked doing simply because they are parents. ETA. Damn guys. Thanks for the awards and thank you so much for all the comments and sharing your stories. I have always been well aware that my story is not a singular type occurrence, and as a parent myself that kills me to think about. I hope you all are managing and healing and living the best lives possible for you. And I had one commenter saying that forgiveness is a part of healing, and that is true. I've forgiven my parents a long time ago, but it was for me that I did that, not for them. Because I did not want to be angry or carry that on my shoulders to weigh me down my whole life. Yep, the real world has consequences, and sometimes a consequence of someone abusing or neglecting you is that they no longer get to be a part of your life. Cause and effect. They aren't exempt from that just because they're family. The term fireproof is always relative. Nothing tragic or anything. Let's just say if you're getting into metalwork, don't cheap out on your PPE. Don't ignore excuse red flags. Yup, don't make excuses for someone else, or forgive them repeatedly. People are perfectly aware of what they are doing, and by forgiving them you let them take advantage of you. Yes, exactly. Letting someone convince me they didn't know any better is one of the most foolish things I have ever done. Always keep your mouth closed when cleaning the toilet with a toilet brush. I do this all the time because I'm just scared. Never experienced it, just dark fuzzying. Wear a mask. Closing your mouth won't stop toilet juice from splashing on your lips. It's not what you know, it's who you know is not just a trite saying. Very much this. If you have no solid connections, you're not necessarily totally screwed but at a severe disadvantage. I gave an older lady a job when I was hiring manager for a big project. When we got laid off, we both found other gigs. Over a year later, laid off again. Guess who got me another job? Don't burn bridges and help folks when you can. That shit comes around both ways. Edit. Wow, this was popular. Peggy, the crazy white lady who was born and raised in Kingston, Jamaica. You are the shit. I miss you. Open bracket. Seriously, hearing a white woman in her 60s speak with that accent was great. That some people are just going to be a-holes, no matter what. Thinking back, sometimes those people are me. You can do everything right and still not make some people happy, only almost happy. It's designed like a dangling carrot just outside of your reach. With just one more push, you may be able to grasp it, but you won't because it's impossible. If you stop trying to grab the carrot, you will upset them. That's a price worth paying. You are not responsible for someone else's happiness. You are not responsible for someone else's emotions or what they decide they think about you. Sounds like you are trying to be a good person in the world. We need more people like that. I hope you have found your happiness. You're the only person you can try to make happy. 3. Whoa, you made it to the end? You're a ducking beast. I'll cut you a deal. Smash like and subscribe for more curated content, bruh. It's free and that's a great price.